Since its foundation, it is no secret that Microsoft has changed the business landscape in a dramatic way. I mean, millions of people use Microsoft products in their business every day. With the introduction of Microsoft Office, the current collaboration available through Microsoft Teams, Outlook, and SharePoint, and we're not even talking about the insane data analytics capabilities of Power BI. Back in the day, Microsoft revolutionized how businesses can get work done and truly raised the bar in terms of efficiency. But what if I told you I think this is about to happen again? In 2023, Microsoft began releasing what is called Microsoft Copilot across its suite. And Microsoft Copilot is a licensed large language model from OpenAI that harnesses the power of ChatGPT. Let's talk about what all of this means right now. If you're asking yourself, what is Microsoft Copilot or how does it work? Let me explain it to you in 20 seconds. Copilot is a tool developed by Microsoft to boost the Microsoft user's work. It can provide email summaries in Outlook, it can summarize accounts in CRM for sales team members, or even create different automations for your business. It does this using OpenAI's ChatGPT large language model, which is really just a fancy term for being able to understand language and write language to answer your questions. Essentially, Microsoft is bringing ChatGPT into Word, PowerPoint, Excel, Outlook, Teams, Power Apps, Power Automate, etc. But unfortunately, the answer is not that simple, and here is why. You see, in classic Bill Gates fashion, he sees an opportunity in the market to boost business with generative AI. And again, this revolution of business is not new to Mr. Gates. This developed into a licensing agreement between OpenAI and Microsoft a few years ago when ChatGPT was being developed. However, more recently in the news, there's been a bit of a fiasco with OpenAI's management. If you're in the tech space, you probably heard of this, but essentially what happened was the board at OpenAI was not happy with Altman, who's the CEO, and they fired him. Well, not just him, but actually a host of OpenAI executives. But what did Microsoft do? They hired them all to lead a new advanced AI research team. The kicker is, it took Bill Gates less than a weekend to do this. They were practically chomping at the bit to work directly with this team. Now, I'll be honest, I was personally really excited to see this team come to fruition. I think it tells us a lot of really interesting things about Microsoft and their focus on using generative AI to change the business landscape once again. But more on this in a second. Back to the story. Ironically, Altman was only a member of the Microsoft team for about 48 hours because it was announced about 2 days later that Altman was back as the CEO at OpenAI. But what does this tell us about Microsoft? Well, Microsoft wants to capitalize on the AI market share. In 2023, there have been too many Copilots released to even count. You have Copilots in Microsoft Office, Power BI, Teams, and Outlook, even on Microsoft Edge. I've already begun using these in my current workflow and have experienced how these can boost my efficiency through how they've been integrated into business processes. It's not hard to see how generative AI is changing the working world's productivity. And because of this, I feel that we are on another cusp of a productivity boom in the workplace. This transition from 2023 into 2024, it feels like the transitions from encyclopedias to search engines. And I want to take one moment to address the type of people that are saying only lazy people use AI, or people that use AI can't think for themselves. Respectfully, be quiet. I mean, come on, are you going to your neighborhood library and checking out an encyclopedia to research some information? No, you're using a search engine. It's simply just better. That's not a bad thing. Using generative AI to research and serve your customers better is the exact same principle. Anyways, the integration of Copilot into the workforce is going to give us one of the biggest productivity booms we've seen since Microsoft's foundation. All of the business that are currently using Microsoft products are now going to be able to utilize Microsoft Copilot within their existing system. The pinnacle of this mountain that we're climbing, and also some of the most recent news in Microsoft's pursuit of generative AI, is what is known as Microsoft Copilot Studio. The Microsoft Copilot Studio is a canvas workspace that allows businesses to create their own customized generative AI bots. These Copilot bots can be used by organizations in ways like answering customer questions about their orders, or empowering sales team members by allowing them to ask technical questions about the products they're selling in seconds. I want to tell you more, but you're going to have to watch this video here to see more of what I have to say. Thank you guys for sticking to end the video. If you learned something interesting, go ahead and consider subscribing. I'm going to be bringing a lot of interesting content around Microsoft Copilot and the Microsoft Suite. My name is Griffin Lickfelt, and I'm excited to connect with you guys in the next one.